Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D. Happy Friday, everybody. It is the Friday before Christmas. Can you guys believe Christmas will be this coming Monday? Hard to believe. This year, I've had so many people say, and I concur, that this year has flown by so fast. And I don't know if it's flown by so fast because we've been busy, things have been happening, or we've been paying attention. It could be a little bit of all of that rolled into one. I'm not real sure where that aligns with you. But I know for me, it has been a lot going on. And the year has flown by super fast. Like, summer was here. For a minute, I thought summer seemed like it's lasting longer than normal. Then all of a sudden, it was like, nope. Summer has made its presence known. It has risen to the occasion, and it is out the door. You started seeing Halloween decorations and all that kind of stuff that was letting you know that it was coming to a beautiful end, right? And so now people get ready for Christmas and, we all geeked up, and then you're like, oh, I can't wait till Christmas come. I'm ready for it to come and go. That's kind of where I'm at. But I'm like, you know what? I'm grateful, though. Let me be clear. I'm grateful. God has been doing some amazing things in an amazing way in many people that I know lives, and I am so grateful. So much so that I'm looking like, wow, you just don't know what God has in store for you until you actually look up, right? And you look and say, wow, God did this, he did that. You look back and you say, I can't believe we've overcome this, we've overcome that. And then poof, we're moving on. But when you get a chance to actually have some real conversation with people and you realize all the things that has happened to you, right? Good, not so good, challenging, whatever that looks like, we all go through some things differently or whatever. And then you say, wow, I just needed to be still. And what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, I'll tell you what it means. I'll tell you what it looks like. Be still and let it move. And when I say that, I was having some really good conversation with Yolo and Lola George. And we were talking about how God takes his time and he shows up. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever that looks like for me, let me be clear, he shows up. He shows up. We got a saying, it's cliche, but it's true. He shows up on time. It may not be the time in which we think we need him, but it's definitely the time in which we can appreciate him. And I am stopping through on this beautiful Friday because I'm not going to hold you long. It's Friday. I know people are getting ready to travel. People are getting ready to do things. You're getting ready for work, or you're getting ready from school, or you might have just got in from work. You're about to get ready to get some rest, whatever that looks like. You know that you have to be still, right? You got to slow down. I know life is happening. And as the young people say, what the young people say, y'all, life is lifing. Well, if life is life, then that means that you living. Hopefully. Because the worst thing one person can do with the gift of life is waste it and not live it. And often we see people too stubborn, too ornery, too filled with themselves to even experience life, let alone appreciate life. So they waste it, right? One of my favorite not scenes, but I think comments from the movie A Bronx Tale, when Sonny says wasted talent. Ain't nothing worse in life than wasted talent. And that's so true. In life, we don't realize how much talent we waste. We don't realize when we meet people who are wasting their talent. And you look up and you're like, I don't want to be her. I don't want to be him. But we got to learn to be still and let him do what he's going to do. In my deep conversation that I was having with Lola George and Yolo, we were talking about how God will strategically show up at your place, my place, our place, and do some things and keep on going. I like to personally say, people, that we be highway to heaven, making moves like Michael Landon in Highway to Heaven. We take a scene, it seems like, and we just be like, oh yeah, we're on our way. But we're on our way too. we don't really know until we take a pause, a hard pause, and say, you know what, this is where I'm trying to go. This is what I'm trying to do, and see what he's going to do. Where he may show up for you, he may not show up for me. Where he may show up for me, he may not show up for you. But what's for certain, what's for sure, is that he is going to show up. But we have to be still to recognize when he's there. That's like making a lot of noise in a place, a house, or, a building or whatever, and you get surprised or startled by somebody. And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know you were here. And they're like, I've been here for X amount of time, but you didn't hear me. You must have been moving around. You must have been doing some things because you didn't even see me come. And it's like, yeah, in life, we do that. We wait for God to show up. And sometimes when he's on his way, we move out of position. So we're not positioning ourselves to be able to recognize it. And then when he shows up, he kind of like, okay, well, you didn't want to wait for me. Okay. Hey, I'm going to go see your sister across the street or around the corner. I'm going to go see your brother across the street or around the corner. I'll be back. And maybe when I come back, you'll be there. You'll be still sitting and waiting. Now, I'm not telling you not to move and do what you know you need to do so that he can come in and intensify the situation and increase it for your good. I'm saying don't be all over the place where you don't recognize when he's showing up for you. It ain't always those big things that you're looking for. And let me be clear about this. He's not going to always do the things you want the way you want and when you want and how you want. It'll get done if it's divine order. When you petition your Father, when you petition God, you got to be strategically direct about what you need, what you seek, and what you want. And it has to align with your purpose. Now, a lot of us don't know what our purpose is. You might go and talk to somebody and say, I need you to tell me what my purpose is. Man, don't really know your purpose. We can look at it and we can speculate like, you know what? You seem to be good at this or doing that or this or whatever. That look like that's your purpose. Well, that's that man, that's that woman's perception. That ain't God's word. You're gonna know what your purpose is when you know it. There is no doubt about it. You can say, you know what, I think that might be my purpose. And ain't nothing wrong with thinking that. Nothing at all. But if it's not, it's like, okay, that's not it. And it's okay for it not to be it. It's okay for it not to be it. But you got to realize when it's not. You can't let somebody tell you what your purpose is. They can say, you know what, it seems like that's your purpose. It seems like you're walking in your purpose. That's what's up. I appreciate you viewing me and seeing whatever you think you see or you see from your perspective. But unless I know that thing, we don't be moved. But what we do need to be moved by is the fact, understanding that if we just be still. And I'm a living witness. I had told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I got some amazing news and I needed to have like the concrete 100%. I was like at 90-some%. And I couldn't wait to share it with you. And it probably won't be able to be presented into 2024. And I'm all right with that. I'm not in a rush because guess what? I've been waiting. And as Sam Cooke sang many years ago, change gonna come. And it's been a long time. So I want to end this morning with you to tell you to just wait and let him show up. And when he shows up, recognize it's him that's showing up. Stop giving credit to man all the time. You can say, I see where my help comes from. God used him or her or them to bless me and increase my territory or whatever that looks like. You allowed yourself to do what you needed to do. You decided to stand strong and firm in the feet prints that you see beneath your feet in the ground, whether it's muddy or it's concrete. See, you still stand in that moment. You still stand in that place and you still got to make moves. But there comes a time that you need to just be still. Wait for him to give you direction and move accordingly. On that note, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I won't be coming back to you until Christmas morning. And I'll have a special little something for Christmas morning. But I definitely want you to have a happy holiday. For those that are celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. For those that are celebrating Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. For those that are celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. And for those that are just happy to have another day, happy holiday. It's your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.